everybody. This is the new beta self-driving package. I'll go ahead and do this at night. That way there's not as much traffic and maybe you guys can see a little better. Just gonna back out here. And you can tell it's beta because the red, normally you have a blue line. But let's see, let's navigate to shop here, work. Alright. Just gonna hit it twice and it is going to go into beta self-driving. Ooh, taking off kind of quick there. Ooh, there's a kitty. Another kitty. Don't hit the kitties. There's nothing coming. It's jerky a little bit. It is Sunday morning. Turn the defrosters on here a little bit. Crack the windows. Fresh air in here. Windows are steaming up. It's going right through the green light. It's going to ask me if I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still watching. Point it this way so you can see that I'm not touching the wheel. So we go ahead and stop. I'm still here. Oh, I should have mounted that thing back a little bit. Taking off by itself. I'm still here. Alright. Just keeping my hands close to the wheel just in case. It usually does pretty good down through here. The only time has an issue is on this last corner here. What makes you nervous is when it's taking like left-hand turns. You're not sure if it sees the oncoming traffic or not. So that's when you have to be really, really vigilant. It's making left-hand turns because you just never know. I have it on chill, so alright, it's going to take this corner. There's no cars coming, so yeah, it's taking that corner. See, it's taking a little. See, it kind of took that corner a little too tight. So there wasn't any cars there, so I went ahead and let it do its thing. It's got the high beams on. This is another corner where the markings aren't quite that good. There's no paint in the road, but there's no cars coming. So I'm going to go ahead and let it take that corner. Actually did pretty good that time. So another thing it doesn't do, it doesn't slow down sometimes for a railroad track, so that's kind of sketchy too. So see, it doesn't, can't quite see where we're going. And then of course, see, it doesn't know where my shop's at, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull in. And we're at the shop. Alright, now let's see. Let's go ahead and take one more trip. It's really bad in parking lots too. So that's needs improvement there. So let's go navigate to Trent's Seafood Restaurant. Okay, found it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and turn that on. Whoa! Oh, it's going that way. Alright. Now what are you gonna do? That was usually I would go ahead and turn, but okay, it stopped. Now it's okay, now it rerouted. I think we're going to come up here and do like a U-turn. You don't realize how, when you're not driving, it seems like it's driving like way too fast. Because you have no, you know, it's like you're not controlling the vehicle, so you're like thinking to yourself, I wouldn't be driving this fast. But we're driving the speed limit. We're going 40, 41. Another hard part is I'm trying to watch the road, and down here it blinks, you know, hey, you paying attention? It's right there. Apply a little bit of pressure to the steering wheel, so you always got to be watching down here. That should be up here in the corner. So you can see that guy, he's walking right out in the middle of the road. But a lot of times I'll just keep my hand on the steering wheel so I can basically just nudge it, and then the car can sense that I'm holding on, so that way it won't see, it keeps asking me, hey, you here, touch the steering wheel, let us know you're here. I have it set for 3 miles over the speed limit, so it won't go over 3 miles an hour. We're coming up to a green light here. It slows down a little. Now I guess it's gonna go ahead and make the turn here. It's kind of sketchy. Alright. My Kleenex just fell because it jerked too hard to the left. I think I'm gonna pull over at the gas station and reset this camera angle. Because like that camera angle right there doesn't quite, I don't think it's good. Maybe reset it so you guys can see a little better. Alright, so instead of taking a right to go to the restaurant, it took a left. Now it has to figure out how to turn around. So now that was kind of weird. It kind of slowed down in the middle of the intersection. Okay, now it's making a big loop here, and we're going 23. The thing I don't like either, it goes max speed, so for me I'd be going like 15 or 20 right here instead of 25. So that's another thing, could be like maybe set to is maybe I would in a residential area where someone could pull out, or a kid could run out in the street. Of course not at 4 in the morning, but you never know. Just never know. Well, there's a cat, there's a raccoon. I don't know if it saw that. Did it see that? Kind of veered off. All right, it's coming up to this stop sign. It's kind of edging out, seeing if anything's coming. Nothing's coming, so it's gonna take it. It doesn't really mess around. Once it gets out there, it usually takes right off. So I kind of like doing this at night because there's less traffic, and you know, less things can happen. And I think the car can probably see better than I can at night. But I think this is my second or third day with FSD beta. I don't know if there's a new version coming out yet or not, but I've been waiting to get this for months. It's just pretty cool. This is going to help me a lot on the weekends because I drive a lot on the weekends. I go to Gainesville and back, which is like over 120 miles, and then I drive another Gainesville back again. Usually that's another 120 miles, so I'm driving like, you know, close to 250 miles, maybe 300 miles on the weekends. Just that one trip, not including all the other driving I do. See, here's our shop's coming up. Here's the railroad tracks. It's gonna slow down. Nope. Oh, man. I went ahead and I touched the brake a little bit because I didn't want to jump those railroad tracks. I've seen a lot of people jump that and they bottom out, so I don't know. I was going to give the car a chance to do so, but it did not. Alright, this corner here, it's not sure. There's not much paint on the road, so it's kind of, it went over the center line a little bit there, but there was no cars coming. I went ahead and let it do its thing. Alright, we need to get into the left-hand turn lane. It's turning into the right-hand turn lane. Now it switches over to wait, oh, what's it doing? Okay, that was weird. It went to the right-hand turn lane. Now it's like in the middle of the, whoa, that was weird. Yeah, that was not good. It pulled it was in the middle of the intersection in a red light. Okay, that was not good. That whole scenario there. That's why I do this at night when there's no cars on the road, because sometimes it does weird stuff, and I just wanted to see if it was going to do anything, and that wasn't good. If there would have been traffic, that would not have been good. All right, we're going down 17, and we're just cruising along at speed limit here. Let's go ahead and bring it to 55. We're alongside the NAS Jacks, the base here. Alright, I'm watching the road. That's another thing. It's like I'm trying to watch the road, but it's bringing my eyesight down here when I should be watching here. There should be something up here, you know, letting you know that it needs your attention. See, it's bringing my attention away from driving. And then see that autopilot's limited. So right. See if it turns in here. We got a couple green lights coming up. I think it's like the second or third light coming up here. See how well it turns. It's pretty aggressive on this turn. Okay, it slowed down for some reason. That green light. Sometimes it'll slow down coming up to the intersection for some, I don't know why. Even though you have a green light. You're seeing something I don't see. entrance intersection, and then I think the next light is, this is where we need to turn up here. We'll see how we do. Alright, another thing, it waits the last minute to slow down and pull over. It's like, okay, here we go. It wasn't too bad. Okay, there's cars coming. Is it going to stop? Alright. Is it going to... Ooh, kind of pulled in front of that car a little bit. This is another thing. Woo! Doesn't slow down. See how that... That's just a little too aggressive for me. But I'm used to it now because I've drove through it before. There's no cars. There's nobody out. And we are at Trent's Seafood Restaurant. So it just stops. If you hit the gas a little bit, the accelerator, it kind of goes nuts. I'm forcing it to steer, so it doesn't know where it's going. I'm going to go ahead and push the accelerator and just see what it does here. There's a fence coming up. Last time it took off towards the fence. Okay, what's it gonna do? Why is that fence not, why is it not seeing that fence? Isn't that weird? Alright. It didn't see the fence, so I was trying to see what that fence would look like on the... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn around and we will pick our next destination. Maybe if I pull up into the light. I hope you guys can see okay. I wonder if this would help if I put some more light on the subject here. I wonder if that helps. Does that help at all? Maybe that might help. Those are the vanity lights. Help a little bit. Probably get pulled over, get all these interior lights on. Alright. Let's see, where do we want to go next? Let's do Orange Park Mall. Navigate to Orange Park Mall. Orange Park Mall. Double tap on the gear selector and we are off. Now this is good. This is weird because there's no markings on the road. Okay, there's a intersection here. There's a railroad crossing. Okay, it's kind of creeping up. Okay. There's this is where it gets freaked out. Okay, there's the railroad tracks. And then there's a... Okay, we're going to turn right on red here. What are we doing? Alright, well, we did that pretty good. There wasn't anything coming, so it took off. I'm hoping that camera angle is okay for you guys. I don't see a lot of night driving when I watch YouTube, so hopefully this will come out alright and you guys can see how this thing does at night. And I don't know, I don't see anybody else in Jacksonville, Florida doing this, so hopefully this will give you guys another variation of FSD. Of course in Jacksonville, in Orange Park, Florida. I know there's somebody doing it in South Florida, but nobody in Jacksonville yet that I know of. But I'm sure there's a lot of people doing this, just I don't see every channel. But okay, we just went through green light, another green light. I just got up and I was fell asleep and woke up, it was 4 in the morning, so I was like, okay, I'm wide awake, now what do I do? Maybe I'll do some full self-driving, because I usually do it live, and when you do it live, okay, there's a car coming, there's a car up here, let's see if it's going to go around it, or if it's just going to follow it. Sometimes it'll go around it, so, alright, it's going to go ahead and choose to go around it. The car's moving slower, so it's probably going, what, about 40, we're going 55, so that one has a dim one headlight kind of blown out. Maybe that's why they're driving slow. It's a good way to get pulled over. So let's take it all the way up. Alright, it looks like we are going to take the expressway. We don't really need to take the expressway, but I would, if I were driving, I would have just took the Wells Road. But let's go ahead and let it take the expressway, get on the on-ramp, and see how it goes. And I think there's a pretty good loop here, so let's see how that loop. I'm gonna go ahead and slow down to the speed limit here and keep nudging it up. I'm gonna start using the volume control knob so I don't adjust the speed. Okay, we got a green light. Going through the intersection of Collins Road and 17. We are going to pass the first exit. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. It is going to take Wells Road. It looked like it was taking 295, but I guess it jumped the gun a little bit. It's like, why would it take 295 when Wells Road is closer? Maybe we'll take the expressway back, and you guys can see how it gets on the on-ramp and off the off-ramp, and then we have, okay, this is I think it's going to cut across this little cut-through street here, Eldridge Avenue. Okay, that was pretty good. It took that corner nice and tight. Okay, there's no lines in the road, so it's kind of driving a little bit in the middle of the road there for a second. So again, that's why doing this at night. This road here is not properly marked, so it has a tendency to veer off a little bit to the center. So hopefully, if I keep doing this, it'll get better and better. All right, coming up to a red light. Stopping prematurely. Now it's creeping up, creeping up, creeping up, creeping up, creeping up. We're at a red light. Okay, nothing's coming, right on red. And see what I mean? It's like I'm trying to pay attention to the road, and it has this little, thing there like, oh, grab the wheel, do something, let us know you're still here. It's like, you need this indicator up here, because if you're watching the road, and you have to bring your eyes down here. Okay, it's getting over. That's another reason. Oh, there's cats. Okay, I hit the brake real quick because there's cats everywhere. All right, let's readjust. Because you got a lady over there feeding cats. So you got cats running across the road. You got these cat people in the middle of the night spreading cat food everywhere. Here comes railroad tracks. Speed limit is 30, 25. Now it goes up to 45. It acknowledges that. It picks up speed. Alright, I'm going to set it at 45. Alright, we're coming up to another green light. Try to start hitting that volume control. Okay, volume control. You can get the volume control or the cruise control. Either one of these knobs to indicate that you are aware and you're still paying attention. Changing lanes. Okay, because the mall is on the left side, so it's preparing to get on that side of the road. Or you can jiggle the steering wheel. Well, finally acknowledges that I'm going to reach up here and grab the wheel next time and give it a little jiggle. Or you can touch any of these two the volume control or the cruise control buttons, and just give it a little tiny up and down motion. Or on the cruise, I go up 46 and then down. Or instead of having to do that, okay, now it's getting in the right hand turn lane for no apparent reason. Now it's getting in the left hand turn lane for no apparent reason. This is another reason I do this at night, because you can frustrate other drivers. They're like, who is this crazy person driving this Tesla? Because they are all over the road. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn here. Okay, it's trying to pick a lane. It doesn't know left, right. Alright, it's going to pick the right lane. Okay, I guess it's going to turn in. It's not sure what that box is on the road, so it's going to go ahead and hit that box. So luckily it wasn't anything bumpy. Just hit the volume control up. Alright, now we're in the Orange Park Mall parking lot. So let's see what it does. Is it going to pull up to the main entrance? It's really sketchy in parking lots because it kind of is confused on what to do. It's just kind of like, okay, we're kind of weaving in, we're in the center. There's actually supposed to be 2 lanes here, but nothing is marked. So it's trying to figure out what to do. Okay, it's got the blinker on. It's gonna turn down. This is the main entrance here. But like I said, there's hardly anything is marked. All the paint, they need to remark this parking lot because, you know, for one, just easier to park. But the mall is actually doing well too. This is one of the only malls I've seen that there's no empty stores. You know, everything's rented out. Okay, what's it gonna do here? All right, it's all over the place. I just told it to the Orange Park Mall, and it's like trying to figure out, okay, we're at the mall. It went past the main entrance. Now there's a speed bump here. It's got its blinker on. It's just driving around the mall parking lot. And okay, let's see if it sees a shopping cart. I don't know where that shopping cart's from. Okay, now it's we're just cruising around the mall parking lot. It has no rhyme or reason. Usually when it reaches a destination, whoa, where are we going here, bud? What are we doing? Are we gonna do this again? All right, we're gonna go around the parking lot again to the main entrance. This is I wonder how long it's gonna do this. Well, it's a little bit smoother. I think it likes the mall parking lot. I don't know why it keeps. Oh, nope. What are you gonna do? I guess it's gonna continue to make this. Okay, now it turned down a different way. Maybe we're gonna go to the ATM this time. The circles are getting tighter. I'm gonna do this like maybe one more time. If it keeps continuing, I'm going to take over and get out of this parking lot. But I'm just curious to see what it's trying to do here. Okay. What are we trying to do? It's getting better at this corner. That's getting smoother. Alright. And then it always asks you to grab the steering wheel when it's turning. So you're trying to grab you're trying to indicate that you're still here, and it's playing hard to get with the steering wheel. Okay, now what? Okay, the lights just shut off in the mall, so now it's really confused. It is just all over the place again. All right, this is your last circle, and I'm gonna take over. Let's see, is it gonna? It's gonna do the same thing again. Okay, now it's going down a different. Nope. Thought about it. It's gonna go. Turn the blinker off. Now we're gonna go around the mall. Nope. Is it gonna turn again? See, parking lots are not at strong point. It is just randomly. I'm gonna get pulled over. Okay, whoa. See that? I was gonna hit that median. So let's go ahead and get out of here. This is really showing you the worst possible scenario driving around a parking lot at the mall. It has no idea where it's going. So just be aware, if you guys get this, if you're in a parking lot, it's gonna do random stuff. That is like the worst part of full self-driving. For some reason, parking lots just play with its mind. Okay, let's cancel that. Okay, where do we want to go now? Oh, let's go to navigate to Grumpy's restaurant. See if it knows where that's at. All right, there's nobody behind us, so we're not obstructing anybody. All right, we are back on the road on Wells. Let's see. It's going to cut through DeBerry. Okay, instead of going to 17, this is the back way. It's a little bit shorter, but it's through a neighborhood. So let's see how it navigates this. This is a residential. It's got a lot of stop signs, a couple turns, but it's probably about 2 miles closer than going around. So let's see. Okay, we're turning here. Okay. Alright, I don't know why it's stopping, but like I said, there's nobody out and about, so we're gonna let it do its thing. We are coming through a residential area. There is 25 mile an hour speed limit. Just chill. We're in chill mode. We are in the non-aggressive. This is the most non-aggressive setting. They do have Mad Max. We will maybe do that on another episode. So I have it on the lowest possible aggressive lane change. I have it on the most chill, relaxed driving. I've got it on. Let's see if I can show you guys here. I go to pedal steering, pedal steering. See, I've got on chill and steering on comfort, autopilot. See, it's on chill for the profile Model Y. Alright. So it's constantly pay attention. Okay, I'm gonna shut that off because it knows that I'm not paying attention, even though I'm looking. If you're not on the main screen, it will. Okay, we're stopped now, so I can go back to this. All right, let's go ahead and go back to. Okay, I took it off, so I'm on chill. So you can tell I'm on the easiest, most simple. See, and then they have assertive or average or chill. Okay, maybe I'm gonna put it in park for a second. There's nobody coming, there's nobody around us. All right. Anyway, you get the idea here. Everything's on the most relaxed mode. Anyway, all right, we are going to continue our destination here. All right, well, you can't have your foot on the brake when you're trying to put it in self-drive, so you have to be kind of straightforward and go from there. So we are going to go, there's a stop sign up here. We're going to take a left, but I think it's like a three-way stop, so let's see how it handles this three-way stop here. Yes, I'm paying attention. Okay, it's kind of stopped. Pulled out in the middle of the road, then stopped. Okay, that was weird. Of course, when the blinker comes on, the screen on the left or the right shows the that side of the camera, so which is good when you're going straight down the road and you need to see what's beside you. But sometimes when you're turning at a stop sign or something, that's kind of distracting. You don't need to see what's behind you when you're in the turn lane making a left, or in the right hand turn lane making a right. So that's, maybe they can make an adjustment to that. You really need to see the screen more than the rear view mirror. All right, we're coming up to stop sign, four-way stop. Like I said, I'll do more driving during the day as I get more and more used to it. But I just wanted to show you guys what it was like to full self-driving at night. I have a little bit more flexibility, and because there's nobody on the road, and I don't have to worry about pulling out in front of anybody, or I can really see and let the car drive with less interactions. Sometimes it makes mistakes, and sometimes you have to correct those during the day. So at nighttime, sometimes you can let those play through and see if it'll correct itself, or you actually have to eventually stop and intervene and see and correct it. So this is kind of, a little bit of this is kind of good. I mean, it gets boring after a while, but sometimes it's interesting to see what this thing's going to do. Okay, we got a red light. Okay, green light. Nothing coming. It's gonna, it hit the median a little bit. Took that corner a little too sharp. I knew it was gonna barely clip the median, so I went ahead and let it clip the median a tiny bit. If it would have clipped it anymore, I would have took over, but that didn't hurt the car, so we were going ahead and let it do its thing. Like I said, this isn't close to even perfect. It's still, has a lot to go. But all right, now I don't know why, but it's not in the right-hand turn lane, and we're about to pass Grumpy. So is it going to turn at the last second? What's it doing? There's no cars in the road. It's kind of just stopping in a little road. I'm going to go ahead and press the accelerator a little bit. Alright, it does not know. There's a car behind me, so I don't want it to Hopefully it's not a cop, because he's probably gonna pull me over and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm going to cancel that out. So, yeah, they probably think I'm nuts. I'll go ahead and turn here and get out of the way. Go ahead and turn these lights out. Just in case. This guy's all over me. A raccoon, okay, was what that was. But he is off my tail now. I thought that might have been a cop, so didn't really feel like getting pulled over for having this car acting weird. Need to go to a gas station and readjust this camera. Maybe start another one, because this is let's go to navigate to racetrack gas station. See if it knows where that's at. No results. I don't know what the address is. Navigate to racetrack. Is it gonna find maybe Wawa? Oops. Let's try racetrack. Alright, here we go again. We're at a red light. And we are in the intersection. Okay, well, it didn't hit that median. We need to be in the right-hand turn lane. Let's see when if it's going to go over and take that right-hand turn. Come on, get over. You need to get over. I guess it's going to wait till the last minute to get over. Oh, here we go. Alright. Saw that little concrete median, so it missed it. I thought it was going to hit it. Alright, we are at a racetrack, so alright, I'm going to go to the restroom because I need to do that. I'm going to turn everything off, and that will complete our little drive for now. Alright, I do realize taking over. I think they're still open. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to Wawa because there is nobody here and they might be closed. So I'd rather go to Wawa. I like when there's a few more than one person standing outside. I don't want anybody, if I already did a couple laps, they're probably wondering what I'm doing. So I'm going to take over for this last bit of the trip here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it's kind of boring, but hopefully somebody will get some insight if they've never seen full self-driving before. It's kind of interesting. The car does pretty decent most of the time, but every once in a while it'll do some craziness. So you always have to be vigilant, and you have to be on top of things, because it can run over medians, it can pull out and stop in the middle of the road, and I'm still getting familiar with it, so this gives me a chance to kind of have an idea of what the car is going to do and kind of let it do what it's going to do without having to intervene when nobody's on the road. So that is one advantage of going out at 4 in the morning on a Sunday, because there's like I've seen like maybe 10 cars on the road. I think it's a lot safer for everyone to get familiar when basically nobody's out here. All right, I'm going in Wawa to take a quick break, and I will come back and do like one more trip, and then I'm going home to get some shut-eye. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll hopefully bring some more interesting footage for you, maybe a better view too later.